Hello, my dear poppers! How is everyone doing? Welcome to this live stream where we're going to do some CodeWars challenges with JavaScript. How is everyone? Hello, Mihai and Ivan. I see you are in the live chat. Let's see who else joins. And we can start. Alright, let's see. I have a bunch of notifications all over the place. Hello, Joshi. Shafira, Petu. Whoa, look at that. How many people? Nice. Alright, so I think everything works correctly. My mic sounds like it works. Well, looks like it works. And let's see. I'm curious if someone joined. Whoa! Look how many people joined. If you want to join Code Wars, I have a referral link in the description. It doesn't help me with anything. I don't know. There's some honor. Oh, extra honor. Okay, and new allies. Alright, so some honor. I guess that's why my honor just boomed. I'm not sure with how much though. So if you want to join Code Wars, have a link in the description. It will help me gain some honor. That's just some points, I guess. Oh well. Okay, I will probably upgrade to red at some point. It's $5 a month. But considering that I want to do this every week, at least once, I guess it will be nice to have the extra features of red, which are, let's see, enhanced stats, head-to-head comparison, faster and more isolated code execution. This is what I actually want. Okay, redundant code runs. So it will make it faster from some of these. Profile badge. Okay. Support. Show your support as a CodeWars patron with the CodeWars red badge next to your name within yours. Okay. So it's $5 a month or $24 every 6 months. Well, I'll see how that goes, and if I see it works, I will get it. Alright, so what do you want to see? Should we start with something simple like an 8Q and then go up, or just start with 6 and go to 4? I will try this live stream. As you can see, I'm so close to 3Q. And also to get under 4%, which is pretty neat. My friend CJ, I'm not sure which is his username, CJ or Coding Garden? No, Coding Garden? Not sure. So CJ Code Wars, no, Coding Code Wars, CJ Code Wars Coding, nah. Oh, Coding Garden. Let's search in Google. Yeah, W3CJ. So this is my friend CJ, and he's also streaming, doing all this katas. And he is 2.5%, also 3Q. So that's neat. I want to overthrow CJ, but don't tell him. Hey Ivan, can you all hear me well? If you do, then that's neat. Okay. Let's go back to our profile. And I guess let's do a warm-up. I did a FreeCodeCamp project, so I'm kind of warmed up. But I don't know. Let's do some random. I'm not sure what commit this is. I'm not sure what this does. We have forum wiki. Okay, let's go to home and train with this. Remove exclamation marks. Write a function, remove exclamation, which removes all exclamation marks from a given string. Oh wow. Your sound is audible. Okay, show your clan. Oh yeah, so we have a clan. Actually, it's not actually just something you can click to join. When you join your profile, just write poppers there, and on the home page you should see here poppers. Let's find. There is another popper and another popper here. Let's see. Here's a popper. So there are a bunch of poppers. Look at that, Ivan. My friend Ivan is a popper. Haha. Nice. Good. Yeah, so if you join and write poppers as a clan, it will join my allies or something. Hello, Bulat. Oh boy, some names I can't pronounce, so sorry about that. Good. Remove all exclamation marks. Well, that can be easily done with s.replace. We can do something like this, replace with an empty string, but, well, while this will work for one test, I'm not sure if it will work for all of them, because we might have multiple exclamation marks. Let's see, console.log s. So we need to find a way to replace all. Okay, attempt. I just want to show you what's here. Yeah, so you have hello world and with 3 exclamation marks, and this only removes 1. So in order to replace them all, we're going to write a regex to get globally and remove the exclamation marks. Yeah, so that's that. This is regex. I have a video on regex on FreeCodeCamp. If you search regular expression Florin pop on YouTube, you will see that video and you will learn about regex. Alright. So exactly, I'm not sure why he added the I flag, because that's for the case sensitivity, but that's not required. Next. My moment of fame. Alright, if you have any Code Wars challenges you did and want me to look over, just send them in the chat and I will. Also, I'm also going to share the links of the challenges I'm doing, so you can also do them if you want. Yeah, I guess that should work. If you have, well, consider this a free talk. If you have questions at any point, just let me know. Or if you have suggestions, or just it's a friendly conversation. I'm going to put some water now because I'm out of water and I need to drink water. So yeah, just tell me how your day was and then we can code something. I'm not sure if I should do this every I thought about every Wednesday or every Sunday, so we need to find a day where when we can do these Code Wars. I could also do them multiple days a week, but yeah, I like to stream and code, so whatever works for you. Okay, let's do this one. The two oldest ages function needs to be completed. It should take an array of numbers as its argument and return the two highest numbers within the array. The returned value should be an array in the format of second oldest. Okay, train. So this is interesting. We have an array of numbers and we need to return the two highest oneness. So what we could do is to sort the numbers and then split the last, well, let's see, slice. We want slice -2. I think the slice -2 will just return the last ones. Let's check. Would be awesome to see regular streams like this. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. The value that you've been providing recently. Thank you. Yeah, I am thinking about doing that. So just let me know. A solution. Return. Why it's not showing? I want to see. Okay. Values passed off should return. Is not what expected. Okay, so they don't really have good tests for that. So now what won't work here is that the sort method, I guess I could do something like this. Console log 2 oldest ages, and we put in an array. Let's see, 10, 8, 12, 23, 43, and 6, whatever. And now we can see we get 6 and 8. And you will wonder why we get 6 and 8 if we're sorting. The slice will just get out the last two. Well, let me remove that so you can see exactly what happens. So the sort, look at that. We get 10, 12, 23, 43. So that's really odd. Why is the sort method doing that? Well, actually, that's because it sorts by the first digit first, and then goes inside the second digit. So we need to write our own function. Let's sort f. I don't know, sort pop, because it's pop, which will get a and b, and we return a minus b. So now if we put this inside, we will get the correct sorting algorithm. Now you can see that that works. And now if we paste a slice back in -2, we should get the last two, which is 23, 43. And if we attempt now, we should pass their tests. Yeah. So let's remove that. Also, we could convert this function to be here a, b, and return a minus b. So make it in a line like that. Alright. Welcome to ep.1976 who subscribed. Awesome. Good. Let's attempt and see how this goes. Perfect. So that's good. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, so exactly what we did. We just used an arrow function here instead. Always, after you submit your solution, look at the other solutions. See how people did their solutions, which will be a good way for you to learn something new. Get the middle character. You are going to be given a word. Your job is to return the middle character of the word. If the word length is odd, return the middle character. If it's even, return the middle too. You are on fire. Loving the series. Yeah. Hopefully I'm not on fire. I have water though, so I can stop the fire. Okay, so we need to return the middle of the string. All right. So the middle. Let's think over. We get a word and we need to return the middle, but now we have two cases, if it's odd or if it's even. So let's check for that. If s.length is, well, %2 is 0, so this makes it even. Otherwise, it's odd. So it's even, it's odd, right? Sometimes I confuse the two. So odd, yeah, okay, that's fine. So now if it's even, we need the 2 in the middle. If it's odd, we need 1. Let's see, if we get testing, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so it's odd, it goes here. And now we need to find the middle, which will be 7 divided by 2, so it's 7, length 7. And if we do 7 divided by 2, we get 3.5. Now that's not a good index. We could round that, which will get 3. So let's see, now if we send 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that will work. Here we can do return s of, well, not an array, f substring of s.length divided by 2 and met.floor. If it's an odd, I think substring will work, or slice. Let's do slice. This okay, let's look over the method substring insta-like. Thank you. Let's see what substring does. Okay, so it starts from the index and needs the ending index. Alright, good. Okay, so then let's store the middle index. But before that, also, I think let's test what happens if we have an even number. So this length will be 6 and half of it will be 3 also, which is 3. And what we want, let's see, 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. So we want to go 3 minus 1 and get also the 3. Makes sense? So we want to get 0, 1, 2, and 3 indexes. And here we want to get 0, 1, 2, 3. 3, 3, 3. I guess we could do something like let start index will be something and end index will be something. And here, if it's even, we want the start index to be met.floor divided by 2 minus 1. So we get 6 divided by 2 is 3, but we get the index 2. We want the index 2. And the end index we want to be the start index plus 2. Because if we do plus 1, it will just remove the letter here, but we need the ending index because the substring function will chop up the string up to the index. So that's why we need to add plus 2. If we only add plus 1, it will get 1 off. And that's what we need to do here. This divided by 2 if it's even. Okay, 3, that's good. And the end index want to be start index plus 1. Okay, let me show you again why is that. So substring, let's go here and run and try. You can see that on the hello world, it goes from index 1, age being 0 and e being 1, and goes up to 1, 2, 3, 4, but 4 it's not included. So if we want to get 3 numbers, we need to add to the starting index 3. Hopefully that makes sense. I tried to explain the best I could. And now we could do substring of start index and end index. Okay, hopefully with all this explanation it works. Okay, it doesn't. Expected instead got undefined. Okay, because we forgot to return. Alright, so that works. Good. Now, is there a way we could make this even better? We have too many differences. So here is -1 plus 2. This is +1. I'm thinking. Oh well, I'll leave it like that. I won't try to find a clever way just to lose some time. Let's see, maybe someone has a cleverer way. Alright, come on, Code Wars. Yeah, one reason why I want to get the red to make it work faster. Okay, look at that. So what we have, substring met.seal s.length -1 and then s.length 0 we get 2, otherwise 1, and has substring sub-str. So I guess this works like slice, how many we want. Okay, this is clever. So he used seal instead of floor. So goes up. That means that our 7 divided by 2 will be 4, so it gets 1 out of it. Okay, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Gets 1 is 6. Okay, so I see why it did seal. Alright, let's go to the next one. How is everyone enjoying this so far? Okay. This is a 6th one. 2 integer numbers are added using the column addition method. When using this method, some additions of digits produce non-zero carries to the next positions. Your task is to calculate the number of non-zero carries that will occur while adding the given numbers. Okay, so that's interesting. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to copy this into the chat if you want to do it yourself. And let's see what happens. So if we have 3456 and we want to add to it 543, we will get 9, 9, 9, and 3, right? So no carries, whatever. Okay, but if we get 6, 4 to 6 and 1, 9 to 7, well, let me. I like to be organized as much as possible. Then we get, let's see, here we get 3 with 1 goes, so let's store that 1. Then 4, 5 with the 1 we're given, and then here we get 3, 13, 4 plus 9, and here we get 8, right? So this becomes 2. Okay, so that's good. Alright, so let's see what we can do. We need to keep track, we need to do the calculations, this plus this, and then move on. This plus this, plus the remaining. This plus this, plus the remaining, if any. And this, okay. But we also need to loop, because some numbers might be, the length of the numbers will be different. So that's that. And we need to see how many loops we need to do. Or don't. Well, here we need to check 1, 2, 3 times. Yeah, that's fine. Here we need to check 1, 2, 3, 4 times. If this will be that, we will need to check 2 times to see how many number carries on. Okay, so that's good. We can take whichever we want. Come on, think. I want a loop while something do something else. While what? We need to figure out which number is bigger so we can get the character's length. That's one idea. I'm not sure how else. You can see here that 9999 with 1 will result in 4. So we actually need to keep track of that. Because one added here 0, then 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so let's find out which is the maximum length. So const length a will be convert a to a string and then do the length of it. And length b will be the same. Okay, now we want to store what do we want to store? I want to get the highest length so that we can do a loop until we reach. So if length a is 4, I want to do a loop of 4 times. That's the idea there. How can we do that? So we have here the length. If length a bigger than length b, let me think. So the length is bigger. Okay. Let's store a length here. Now this is becoming a little bit too much, but let's do that way and then we can see how to simplify it. So the length won't be defined, and here we can say if length a is bigger than length b, then length will be length a. Otherwise length will be length b. Okay, this can be turned into ternary then. This will be length a bigger than length b and length a, otherwise length b. Okay, so this does the same thing. Now we have the biggest length here, and we can do while I is less than length, and we'll do a length here, an I, which will be 0, and at the end I++. Okay, so now we should go over all the characters, well, the decimals of the number. I think decimals, yeah, well, but whatever. Let's take a water break. Okay, and what we want to do now, we want a to become no, actually not. Come on, we need the last digit here and here. So in order to get that, digit a will be a modulus 10. This will give us the last digit. Const digit b will be b modulus 10. And now we can see if digit a plus digit b is greater than 9, then we have 1 carried over. So let's store that in a variable, carried 0. then carried will be plus plus. Okay. And we also need now to divide. A will be A divided by 10. Mat.floor, because we want to chop off the last digit, and B will be that. Okay. But there is one more catch. If this is bigger, also need to, well, when we do the calculations, we also need to keep track if there was a carried and add it to this calculation. For example, if we do 9999 plus 1, this will be 9 plus 1 will be 10, so this will increase, good. But then 9 plus 1 plus 1 from the remaining, B will be 0. Hopefully that makes sense. So we need to keep track if it was carried. Then our variable name is not very good here, because carried will be a boolean. Actually no, let's leave it like that, 0, and do here plus carried, and if it's bigger than 9, then carried will be 1, else carried will be 0. So that's good. We're keeping track of the carried and we add it to the digits. But we also want to store total carried. So let total carried will be 0, and increase that also. Total carried will be plus plus. Okay, so that should work. At the end, let's return total carried. Now, okay, let's go over again. We get the length of the numbers by converting them to a string and getting the length of the string. Next, we get the maximum length, which we're going to use to do the loop. Okay, we're keeping track of I, which will help us loop, and we're keeping track if we have a carried digit. Carried digit. If digit A plus digit B plus the carried, which will be initially 0, is bigger than 9, then we want to store that carried, because we're going to use it in the next loop, and increase the total carried. Else, if this is not bigger than 9, we set carried to 0. And here we're just chopping up off the last digit. Now, the interesting thing is that we'll have 0 divided by 10. And as far as I know, that's not a good thing. 0 divided by 10. Oh, that's 0. Okay, so that's good. We'll get back 0, so that won't bug us in case we have like here 1. So this should work. Let's test it. Okay, works. Let's attempt this. Okay, looks that it works for all of them. Now, it's probably a bit of overkill. I'm thinking what I can simplify here, but I don't have an idea now. Maybe this could be simplified by putting the lengths here. But I think that's fine. And we increase. Okay. Do you have any other ideas how we can simplify this? Let's see if someone from the chat is smart. as I'm not that smart. Or if not, Well, I guess you're smart, but maybe not for this challenge, as I am not. Okay. That looks like it. Let's submit it and see how that works. Yeah, so carry 0, rest 0, while a plus b. Okay. Carry is a modulus 10 plus b modulus 10 plus carry. Bigger than, so exactly what we did. Rest will be plus equal carry if it's 1. Okay. And then a is divided by 10 or 0. But what happens if we do 37 divided by 10? That's 3.7. And 3.7 modulus 10, 3? Okay. And if it's 0, if both becomes 0, then this a plus b will be 0. So while will stop. Okay, this is much smarter than mine. Prefer it explained, to be honest. Sometimes shortcode can be more confusing and not helpful in the workplace either. From a beginner perspective, I think the explanatory approach is the best. Okay, well, look at this. Split number, so gets all the numbers. And while that is unshift. Wow, this is insane. Or this, C. Whoa, this uses recursion. Wow. These are hard though, I must admit. I must say. Okay, yeah, some are, some. Whoa, look at this clever approach by this guy. Whoa. Let's give him a clapper. I can vote my own. Okay, let's not do that. Your solution very verbose and explained. Do not need to be over starting anything here. Smarting. Yeah. You're right. I sometimes like to have a smart approach. Not all the time is the best thing to do. Okay, so that was a 6. Let's find another 6. Give me a 6. Give me a 6. Come on. Okay, detect Pangram. A pangram is a sentence that contains every single letter of the alphabet at least once. For example, the sentence is a pangram. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, because it uses the letters A to Z at least once. Case is irrelevant. Given a string, detect whether or not is it an anagram, an pangram. Return true if it is. Okay, this looks fun. What we want to do. I'm thinking of converting the string to an array, removing all the spaces, all the non-letters, then okay, what I want to do is at the end to have an array of all the letters from the string in alphabetical order. And then we can loop over the array and see if we have all the letters. Hello! But that's not good actually, because we might have AAA and that won't work for us. So another approach. Sometimes I used to create an object which will store the letters and the count. We could do that. If some letters missing, then no. Yeah. Store them in a set. That's a good idea. Yeah, let's try that. So return string dot split to get all the characters. Whoa, we can even split by now. We need all the characters. This will give us an array of all the characters. Oh, let's also send this to the chat so you can try. We will have unique ones. You can just count each letter in array, how many times it appears. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do with an object. But actually we don't need to count the letters, we just need to find if that letter exists. No? And we can do that. Object in this. Yeah. Let me think. So we could create an object with all the letters set to 0. So something like this. Const letters with an object, A being 0, B being 0, C being 0, D being 0. And then we can loop over the string, get the letters. Well, if we find the Q, for example, inside the letters object, we can change that Q to be 1, right? And then at the end, we can loop over the keys of this object and see if all the keys are 1. That looks as a good strategy, right? Okay, also, well, let's first remove all the non-letters characters. So we can do that with regex, with replace. We want to replace all the W, I think, was all the letters. So this is all the letters, this is all the non-letters, I think. Let's see. Okay, so now we can, whoops, let me not split it. I'm lost. Where are you lost? You can sum just up the total number of letters. Okay, so now you can see that we replaced all the space and the punctuations, and we get this. Next, we can split to get an array, and what I want is to map. I want to convert to lowercase, to let's SS to lowercase, so we only have all lowercase letters. Okay, good. So now we have all the lowercase and inside an array. This is what we need. Next thing will be, I could create this object by hand, but I'm lazy. So what I'll do is add A to Z to letters. So for let I 0, I less than 26, I plus plus. What I want is letters of I will be 0. Now, let me remove this. Letters of I, this will be a number. And what I want is to convert this number to the letter. How we can do that is we can use the SG table to get from 97 to A using the string from char code method. Hopefully that's clear for you. But then also we need to change our for loop to go from 97 up to Z, which is 122. So let's do that. 97 up to 122. This will go through all the SG codes from 97 to 122, which corresponds from A to Z. Next, I want to do string from char code, which will get this I, and it will convert it to the corresponding character. So after this, if we console.log letters, we should have a nice object with all the letters set to 0. Look at that, A through Z all set to 0, which is good. Now we also replaced the spacing, we split into an array, and we mapped. The last thing to do, well, not exactly the last thing, let me think. Let me put this here so you can see nicely. Let's go over all for each letter and do something. Letters of the letter will be letters of the letter plus 1. Okay, we don't need the mapping because we can do it here. So L will be L to lowercase, so we don't need to loop over again. Let's remove that. Alright, so now our letters object, console.log letters. Here we're basically going over all the letters of the string, and whenever we find it inside our object, here letters, which now contains all the letters from A to Z, we're just adding one to its value, right? Wow, I did not know the SG trick. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting one. Good, so hopefully now in the letters object, we should see, look at that, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 5, 2, 1, whatever. Which is great, that is what we want. In this case also we have A, but look at that, B, C, D, all of these are 0 because we don't have them in this string. Awesome. The last thing we need to do is to return object.keys of the letters. I'll tell you in a moment what this does. Let me just dump my my ideas down. Object.keys filter S is bigger than well, let's put V is bigger than 0. Well, not filter, every. Alright, so object.keys here and passing in our object will basically give us all the keys from the object inside this array, and we want to map over that array and get the keys. So this will actually be the key, and want to see if the letters that key is bigger than 0, and we want to find every. This function returns true if every item from the array is true for this condition. Let me know if everything makes sense. If not, let me know what doesn't, and I can go over again. Okay, looks like we have one error. ABCD 54 is a pangram. Expected true instead got false. Okay, we need to see why we got false here. I did not get that bit. Letter I is letter I plus 1. Okay, sure. So for after this function, we get in the letters all the letters from A to Z equal to 0. All of those properties will be equal to 0. And inside here, let's see, we go over the string and we see T. We're going to convert T to lowercase, so we get lowercase t, which will go here. Letters of T, the value of the letters of T, so basically T property inside the object, will be the value of that. So what's the value of T in this case? It will be 0, right? Because when we created this object, we had 0 for all the properties. So the letters, this will be 0 plus 1. So we just increment the value of that property. Hopefully this makes sense now. Okay, there is something which is not working. Expected true, instead got false. Okay, let's console log letters to see what we have here, and I also want to see the string. Okay, string that replace for each. Okay, so that should work. Let's see when we're failing. Where is it? Come on, show me here. Okay, I see what's happening. This, the replace method, well, this big W also works for numbers, not only for letters. So this will find all the letters and the numbers. So instead, let's just do this from capital A to lowercase z. So this now should only work for the letters. No, also works for spaces now. So come on, my regex skills. We want to go from capital A to capital Z and from A to lowercase z. Now why that's happening is that we want to go from this chart, this SU table is golden. So we want to go from A to Z, but I said from big A to lowercase z, so it will go through all of these, right? So we want to go from here to here and from here to here. Now, hopefully this will work. Okay, not exactly. We are matching something else. A to Z, A to Z. We replace everything else. But I guess we could also say AZ and case insensitive. That's the same thing, but why are we... Oh, not a number, not a number. So here in the letters, something's happening. You need to negate that still. To negate, not sure what you mean. Or use match instead of replace. Use match instead of replace. Why do I need to negate it? I don't know. I don't understand. Something's missing. Yeah, exactly. We could also match instead of just with replacing and splitting. We could match A to Z negate. Oh, you're right. So we're replacing all the letters here. Yeah, exactly. That's right. So we need to replace all the non-letters. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. So now this should work. Okay. Yeah. So I was so mixed up with my regex that I forgot. Okay. Well, we could get rid of this replace also. Let's see. We create the letters and we could do, instead of doing the replace, so this works, right? Now we can see that it works. We can remove this replace, and here we can see if letters of L is a number, right? Because, well, if we have it inside the object, so if it's not undefined. If it's not undefined, we can do this, and actually it will just look if inside the letters object we have that, so it should work the same. If we have it, then increment it. And now we can do this plus plus. Not sure if that works. Let's see. Can we do that? Yeah, look at that. So we can do that. Okay, So we got rid of the replace. We still use the split, which is fine. We don't need this. Add A to Z to letters. Object. Okay, so this is nice. Can we improve it? Well, I think that's fine. Do you have any questions? If you do, also instead of going over the keys, we can go over the values, and here we get the values. So now we can do something like this. Object that values gets all the values of the letters. I think that will work. Yeah, but it's the same thing. Every v is greater than 0. Could be 1, could be 2, could be whatever you want. All right. I see no questions. I'm going to get some water, and if you don't have any questions until I finish, we're going to do the next one. That was really good. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Okay, I was expecting something like this. Whoa, this is so clever. So clever. I just need to put it. Look at this. So what he does, he converts the entire string to lowercase, and then he creates this string of all the letters, split it inside an array, and for every he does the every function, which we did, and just checks if the string index of has this. So clever, so clever. Wow, I like that. I would use includes. So basically it goes on A and says, does my string, which is this, does it have A? It has if the index of the A is different than -1. So clever. Let's see something else. Yeah, someone had to do this. Matches all the letters from A to Z. Not sure what this does. So question mark, okay, all the punctuation, stars, and 1. Oh, and numbers. Or empty array. And with the length is 26. But how does it get all the... Oh, I think I know. That is clever, yes, called iterative approach. We would be able to get it to the solution. Yeah, so basically, I think the match... I don't understand completely what the match function returns. Sometimes it returns the match, but well, it could also return all the matches. So yeah, it's pretty nice. And in this case, looks like, I'm not sure why it has 2 parentheses. So this one, A to Z, and he wants to get rid of all these. It's clever, it's so clever, I don't understand it. Okay, so this all, yeah. So this creates that string, splits it, and for every checks if this includes X. This is what I was thinking to do when I saw this example. I think it's using look ahead or something. Yeah, maybe. I don't know look ahead. Alright, so this was fun. Let's see how much we need to get. Whoa, look at that. Should we try a for queue? Now that will be a mind blowing for me, but negative look ahead, regex look ahead. Yeah, I know. Well, I know about it, but I don't know how it works. Yeah, look at that. We just went under 4%, which is neat. Let's get to 3Q today. So I'm going to attempt a 4Q. Hopefully, I will try the easiest one. 4 and 3Q. Let's that I bought. Oh, drag to multiple. Okay, drag. Okay, I want 3 and 4, and sort by easiest. 8 queens puzzle. No, I think I know what that does. Florin, do you know regex 10101 website? It will explain. Yeah, I know, but I looked at regex, but I didn't understand what the look ahead did. Product sum numbers. Okay, this looks fun. Okay, it's not long. Let's see. A product sum number is a natural number n which can be expressed as both the product and the sum of the same set of numbers. Okay, so n is a1 times a2 times equal a1 plus a2 plus, for example, 6. Okay, for a given set of size k, we shall call the smallest n with this property minimal product sum number. The minimal product sum number for sets of size k 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are as follows. 4, 3, 4, 6, 8. Hence 2 less than k. Okay, this sounds hard. The sum of all the minimum product size numbers is that. Note that 8 is only counted once. Your task is to write an algorithm to compute the sum of all minimal product sum numbers where, oh boy. 1, I don't really understand what they want. And 2, only 10 people did it. How could I do it if only 10 people did it? Okay. This requires some calculations. I'm not sure why it was ranked as the easiest. Basically, we get a number. Oh boy. And we need to find a set of numbers. Here, 2 numbers. They both equal. Too much. I don't know how. Try another one. Yeah, I will. I want something with strings. Easiest. Most completed. Let's do that. If a lot of people did it, probably I can too. Yeah, look at that. So I did a couple. Permutations, no. Next big number with the same digits. Let's look at this. You have to create a function that takes a positive integer number and returns the next bigger number formed by the same digits. Okay. If no bigger number can be composed using the digits, return -1. Okay. I think this looks fine. Apparently I tried sometime. Okay. How can we do this? You've done this. I didn't. I just tried. I just tried to do it, but then I realized that I need to find all the all the permutations. So this is also permutations. I don't like that. So basically, what I was thinking is that if we have something like 513, we need to check 135. Let me put it here. So need to check 135, 153, 315, 351, 513, and 531. So write all of the permutations. I never built a permutations function. I saw some from Stack Overflow, but I don't know. I wouldn't. If I had this permutation function, it will be easy. I will just construct all the permutations and then check, well, sort them and check each of them, which are, if any of it's bigger. If not, just return -1. Should we try to do a permutation function? Florin, is it not okay to reverse sort? Okay, not really, because the biggest will be first, and we want to find just the biggest that follows that number. Well, you can include only those which first digit is the same in the case 5. Yes, but maybe there might be a number. Look at this, 144. The next big number is 414. Okay, so it's not the same digit. So that won't work. We need to permutate to create all of the variations. And I don't know how. Let's see. Yep. So how can we do that? All these numbers from one number. We need to get one digit, and then the remaining digits should be added. It feels like a recursive function. Permutation formula. Yeah. Let's learn. I think this is a good way for me to learn, and also for you. So, oops, I hit my mic, sorry. So let's learn how to create a permutation function. Permutation. Let's read and let's learn. Why not? Okay, so 6 permutation was set. All right, that's good. Definition closing. Come on, I want some kind of formula. Programming. Let's see. Programming. What a program to print all permutations. Why not? Let's look over this. Let me zoom in. Swap A, so goes A, B. Swap B with B. Swap B with C. Swap A with B. Swap A with A. Swap A with C. Recursive 3. Okay. Okay. A permutation is called arrangement number or order. Is a rearrangement of the elements of an ordered list S into one-on-one correspondence. Below are permutation string ABC. Recommended. Please solve it on practice first before moving on to the solution. Okay, sure. So yeah, so that's exactly what we want to learn. Okay, I don't want to look at the code yet. Let's still find something. I don't know. Rosetta code. I want to read and understand it first. What? JavaScript? Yeah, so they just gave us the function. I really like CodeWars. It keeps you going. Yeah, it does. So they give us the function, but I don't really want that. Okay. Maybe I should learn how to do this and then make a tutorial, so then in the future, if someone wants to learn it will have. Okay, here's the solution. Whoa, what language is this? What? Yeah, please will be helpful for us. Okay, I have another idea, but it will be pretty dumb. Uh, I won't do permutations. Here's what I will do. Hey Eric, uh, you can add the numbers to the end of himself and take 3 digits at a time. Not sure what you mean. So here's an idea. What if I'll start with the number 12 in this case, and I'll keep adding to the number until I find another number which is bigger and has the same digits. I can write a function to check has same digits, and I will go up to this number plus 1 digit. So for example, for 12 I will go up to 100, so well, up to 99. For this number I will go up to 1000 minus 1, so 999. This is a brute force method. It's not the best, but I won't stay here to copy a function now, so let's do that. Thanks for reading my message. Could you check this? What? Okay, so let's do that. First we need to find what's the maximum number we need to check, right? So if we have 12, we want to go up to 100. So how do we convert 12 to 100? Let's see. We can get the digits, which 12 has 2 digits, and append them to 1, right? So we can get the 2 digits, create an array of length 2, fill it in with 9s, and then convert that to a number. This is a tricky one, so let's see. We can return. I'm going to return just for you to see what I have in mind. So new array of length, we need to get the digits. So we convert this to a string and the length. So now we have a new array of length 2. And we want to fill that with 9s. Okay, so now we should have an array with 99. Okay, 99, right. I'm not sure what you mean. There is all information, please check it out. Not sure what you mean. Okay, so now we have that. We want to join this as a string. Now we get the string, and we can put a plus here in front, and it will convert it to a number, and we have the maximum. Makes sense? So const max will be that. Alright, that's good. Now while our n is less than, well, actually we need to store the n, so let's const m will be n, and while m is less than max, less than or equal, we want to do m++. So it will start with 12, it goes 13, 14, 15, 16, and so on. Good. And what we want to do is to check if that number has the same digits. So how we can do that? Let's write a function has same digits, gets m. Now, remember we just did something similar, which is pretty nice. we also need m. Has same digits m and n. Now it might be confusing a bit, but hold on for now. What we want to do is to convert one of them to a string. So m, for example, to a string, then splice it up to an array, and then do every. So exactly what we just saw being done in the previous challenge. We had that string of all the letters, and then he checked if every letters inside that are in the other string, right? Okay, so we split the number. We get here an array of, for example, for this 513 strings, and we want to check every a. So now I'm just adding letters here. I will change that. So every a, we want to see if we need to convert n to a string to see if it includes. If it's, well, it's not actually, it's not that good because it can be included and be the same number, so that's not actually right. That imagine in web was there to explain the recursion. We let you do in your own way. That is how we learn. Okay, so this actually won't work that well, because, for example, 414, it will check 414, it will check for the one after it too. Okay, so something else. We need to find something else. And I have an idea. How can we check if they are the same? That's it. We can convert them to strings again. M to string, then we can split it up and we can sort it, and we can check if that is equal to this one, split it up and sorted, right? So if you have 513, it will be sorted each digit individually, so it will be 135, and this also will be the same. So we can just return this. Now this is a bit of a trick stuff, but let's check it up. Let's console.log m and has same digits of m and m. Now this should be true. Well, always should be true. False. Whoa, that wasn't expected. Why? So we split the digits and we sort them, and then we check. Whoa, sort. Oops, sorry. We need to join them back as a string because it's an array now, and they are not the same reference. So here, after we sorted, there is an array. We need to join them back to a string. That's why it's false. Okay, so now you can see it's true. Good. We can use this m++ if has same digits m and n, we return m. Else here we return -1. Right? So we increase. We can do this also in line. The check. So while m++, well, let's do n+1, otherwise it will be the same as the number is the same. Okay, hopefully this is clear not only in my mind. So let's see if it works. Okay, assignment to constant variable. Okay, this should be a let. 21 instead got 22. Okay, so almost done. We just increment here, and then you can see it's one more. So let's do plus 1, and then this can be that. It will be incremented, and then it will be stored in M, and we return M. Now it should be good. Yeah. This is not the best because it will check up for a lot of numbers. And if we have a number, for example, 1 million, I don't know what, it will be timed out. Yeah. I thought that will happen. So even though if this works, it's taking too long for a big number. And that's bad. That's bad. I have an idea of how can we simplify this a bit more. Instead, what about the code? Not sure what you're talking about, buddy. Okay, so instead of going up to 9999999 whatever, we could get the letters of this n and sort them so that we get the highest possible arrangement. So then it won't go, for example, here we'll go just up to that number. It won't go more than that number. Return -1. That's in case we can't find a bigger number. Okay, so let's do that. Instead of maximum being that, I'm going to store that, and we can do n, so a string, split it again to be an array of strings, and then sort it and reverse it, right? And then we can join it back. This is tricky, and convert it back to a number. Okay, let's console.log n and max. So now you can see max is that and max is that, so it won't go more than the number. It's still not perfect because we're still doing a ton of operations. Hey, deep space. We're checking all the numbers between these two numbers, which is not okay yet, but it should be much faster, right? Especially if we don't have the number. It won't go, for example, in this case, 7,210, it will save 2,790 iterations. -1, because it goes to 9999. Okay. Let's attempt this, and finger crossed, this will pass. It's faster, and it's good. Haha, so happy about this. It's not the best solution, but it works. And it should hopefully give us 3Q. I'm not sure. I think we still need something. Alright, let me know if you have any questions about this. I should probably go over again. First, we get the maximum number, which is we're getting this number, we're converting it to a string in order to split it into an array, to sort the letters, and then reverse it. We could sort it here something like b minus a, so we don't need the reverse. That will be an improvement. Then we're joining it back to a string, but we need to convert it, so we put the plus in front and we convert it back to a number. Next, we set m to be n because we want to increase this m, and while this m is less than maximum, it will check all of the numbers. And we have this hasSameDigits function, which will get our number, convert it to string, split it to an array, sort it, and then join it back, and checks if this is equal to that. It is a good solution for numbers because recursion for permutations would be more for string. Yeah, but I would have converted it to a string, so yeah. Well, actually to an array, I guess. Okay, let's submit this. I'm still sad I don't get 3Q out of this. It was a fun one, but again, it's wow, look at this. Next big. I want to see something clever. This is clever. Let array, new and string, split. Okay, so gets an array, sorts it, and return sorted digits. Okay. I mean, with strings you would have to do recursion one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. We could use the loop now for numbers. Okay. So it sorts the digits, then gets the maximum, array.join 10. Why? Oh, because it's an okay. So it gets the maximum. Well, it does pretty much what we do it. What did we did? Sorted digits I, every x is equal. Okay, let's see again. So sorted digits, not sure why it's sort, well, to get an array, okay. And it checks is every x and j, x is equal to array.j. Array sorted. Oh, this is clever. So it sorts the digits of n and also sorts the digits of y, sorted digit y. Y to string, split. Array sort. Okay, y being the next number. I see. Alright, so yeah, this is also pretty close to what we did. No one is using permutation. Don't see someone using permutation, which is odd. String, split, reverse. So messy code, I don't like. This is organized and nice. So if n equals to reverse sort digits, return -1. So you have a base condition. N sorted is sort digits of n. String d that split. How is this sorted? While true, n plus 1, if sort digits n and sorted, return n. Okay. Sort of. Okay, let's see. This was a fun one. Look at that, so close. Alright, let's keep going. I want to get 3Q today. Maybe do an easiest one now, 5. Or try another. Nah, I'll do a 5 one. Getting late, so let's see. Algorithms, no, fundamentals. Okay, Bob's reversing obfuscator. What? Obfuscator. What's that? Only 300 people did it. Think I would? Carol's boss, Bob, thinks he's very smart. He says he made an app which renders messages unreadable without changing any letters. Only by adding some new ones, while preserving message integrity. The original message can still be retrieved. He gave some limited access to his app to Carol to challenge her, and hinted that if Carol cannot crack this simple text, she might get fired. Whoa. Carol was trying to crack this code herself, but got too tired, so she came to you for help. However, she succeeded to hack Bob's app and found the data field called marker. She thinks it can be helpful. Help Carol keep her job. So I don't understand. Decoding, so we need to find the decoder. Oh boy. Encode a string which are trying to revert to its original form. A short string used in the encoding process somehow. That's very vague. No, thank you. Is my friend cheating? Let's see. This was done by 7,000 people, so except the fact that it's so long to read, should be fine. A friend of mine takes a sequence of numbers from 1 to n. Within that sequence, he chooses two numbers. He says that the product of a and b should be equal to the sum of all numbers in the sequence, excluding a and b. Given a number n, could you tell me the numbers he excluding from the sequence? The function takes a parameter n. N is always strictly greater than 0 and returns an array of a string. What? Nah, I don't understand. So sorry. Next. I want something. Let's... Wait, I saw something here. Perimeter of squares in a rectangle. Okay, this sounds decent. The drawings show 6 squares, the sides of which have a length of 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. It's easy to see that the sum of the perimeters of the square is 4 times that. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. 80. Could you give the sum of the perimeter of all the squares in a rectangle when there are n plus 1 squares disposed in the same manner as the drawing? The perimeter function has the parameter n, where n plus 1 is the number of squares. They are numbered from 0 to n and returns the total parameter of all the squares. 5 is 80, 7 is 260, which is what? If it's Fibonacci, then this should go 8, 13, and 21. 13 and 21, that's a total of 34, and multiplied by 4, that's 120, 136? 136, yeah. Okay, so that's that. We just need to do Fibonacci and multiply it by 4. Easy peasy. Alright. 0 should return 4. Okay, 5 is 480, 7 is 260. Okay. Oh boy. Fibonacci. Have you ever built... Well, let me put this in chat also, so you could try. So basically we need to get the Fibonacci numbers, sum them up, and at the end just multiply the sum by 4. That doesn't look that hard, right? So let's see. We get let fib 1 will be 1, and let fib 2 will be 2. Sorry, 1. And then while what? While let index be 0, while index is less than less than what? N or n plus 1. So for 5 we want 1 1, then we want to get 3 more. And actually the index will start at 2 because we already have these 2. We'll have some issues with 0 here. I guess I could be thoughtful about that. And if n is 0, then return 4. If n is 1, then return 8, right? And then we can do this. But those are just two base conditions. Otherwise, index is 2, and we need to let sum be something. Oops. Sum will be fib1 plus fib2. Okay, so while index is less than n, 2, 3, 4, no, n less than equals to n, we want to do the following. Fib1 will be fib2, and fib2 will be fib1 plus fib2, right? So for that, let's store in a temporary variable fib1, then fib1 will be fib2, and fib2 will be temporary plus fib2, right? So this is 1, this is 1, 1, 1. This becomes 1, f1 becomes 1, and fb becomes 1 plus 1, so 2. Next time this becomes 2 and this becomes 3. Okay. And we also need to increment the index plus plus, and the sum plus equals fib2. We add that to the sum, and we return the sum times 4. Okay, that was easy. Any questions? Come on, still 4. I want the 3. We should do another 4. That will be hard, but that will definitely give us. Now there could be a better way to do it with I think with recursion, but oh well, this works. I won't stress it anymore. Okay, parameter. The one a that push airline -1 plus k, and then reduce. Yeah, that's clever, but ab temporary. ab plus temp. Parameter is 4 times fib n plus 2 minus 1. Interesting. All right. How far we are? Really, look at that. I sometimes feel overwhelmed. Front and back end, vanilla, CodeWars, CSS, grid, SAS. Don't be overwhelmed, Joy. Just take them one at a time. Try to understand CSS, then go try to understand JavaScript. Don't worry about grid. I don't know CSS grid that well. That's fine. If you learn Flexbox, which you don't have to learn all the Flex bases and Flex whatever, just understand you should create some websites and it will be fine. Then create some web applications, simple ones, go up from there. Starting this week, well, it's Saturday, but starting tomorrow, I'm going to finish the projects on FreeCodeCamp. Then I'm going to build some projects, simple ones going to harder ones, so it should show you how to think and all that. Watch some Brad Travers and Florin pop tutorials. You guys just rock. Thank you. That's nice. All right, so let's fill in this circle, right? Let's do it. So close to get the 3Q, which will be very, very nice, right? So let's do a random one, whichever they want. Rectangle into squares. All right, if you want me to do this, fine. Why does it have to be so long to read? I don't like them. I don't like to read that much. The drawing below gives an idea of how to cut a given true rectangle into squares. True rectangle means that the two dimensions are different. Can you translate this drawing into an algorithm? You will be given two dimensions, a positive integer length and width. You will return an array of a string or a string, depending on the language, with the size of each of the squares. Come on. Why it has to be so hard? Okay, I lied. I'll just do the next one. Skip. Something easier. Something easy to read, easy to do. Come on. Highest and lowest. Will this give us the 1% we need? Change the another, seems boring, exactly. So highest and lowest. Return 5. Okay, so we have a string of numbers. Okay, this is fun. So we have a string of numbers. We want to get an array of numbers. Mat min and mat max, exactly. So let's do that. We want const string, well, const array will be numbers that split. We want to remove the spaces, and then we want to map over and create numbers. So just passing in the number function to a map which has the numbers as a string will convert it back to, let me show you, return array. Will convert them back to an array of numbers. Now what we want is to, well, let's do it here. Max will be mat.max and spread in the array, and const min will be mat.min and spread in the array. As easy as that. And now we can just return a string with this max and min. Voila! Really? Still 4? You're messing with me. Come on. Give me 3. Oh boy. So yeah, spreading the array of numbers inside max will just give us the maximum value, and inside min will give us the minimum value. Still 4. 99.3, really? Okay. So if we did a 7, we got 0.3. It gives you 2. Yeah. Okay, let's do a 6 then. That should cover it. Come on, an easy 6. No, too much to read. Something else. I mean, I don't want it to be easy, just short to read. Something like this. Write a too weird case. What? Too weird case? That accepts a string and returns the same string with all even indexes characters in each word uppercase and all odd indexes characters in each word lowercase. The indexing just explained in zero based. So the zeroth index is even, therefore the character. The passed in string will only consist of alphabetical characters and spaces. Spaces will only be present if there are multiple words. Well, okay. Yeah, this seems easy. We want to get all the characters inside the string. If the index is odd, we want to lowercase. If it's even, we want to uppercase. So yeah, return string dot. We want to split it again into characters. Then we want to map it, and let's create our own mapping function here. Function map to weird. We get a letter, and we want to do the following. Return L%2 it's equal to 0. So that means that this is, oh, we also need the index. Let's not forget the index. So this mapping function can get the current letter and the index as the second parameter. And now we want to test the index. So if index is 0, we want it to be L dot to uppercase. Otherwise L dot to lowercase. Okay. So we pass in map to weird. Now we should get an array of all these weird character letters. Yeah, and now we should just join them back inside the string, and fingers crossed we should get 3Q. Oh, okay, so this is not working. This is a test. This is so after the space. Okay, so apparently uppercase to lowercase, so something's wrong. 1 0 1 2 3 4 5 0 1 2 3 4 5. So now this, okay, you see what they did here? So the spaces shouldn't be counted. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now here, yeah, it should just go to the next one. Split and join by, yeah, but then it will split the words, so we need to go and map over the words too, and we need to keep track of the word. Okay, one-liner, bye-bye, won't work, one-liner. So let's do the old-fashioned way. Let result, and then we're going to do for let I is 0, I less than string dot length I plus plus. And here, let's see, let uppercase, let upper be true, and here if const we want to get the letter, so L will be string dot string of I, and then if L is different than the space, right, we want upper to be equal to not upper, so we'll change it. And here what if upper, then we want result that push result plus equals L that to uppercase, else we want result plus equals L to lowercase. Okay, and return result. Now let me comment this, and I'm going over what I did. So we're keeping track if it's upper or lower, the last one. The first letter you can see here, it's always upper. So first time is upper. Then if this is different than the space, well, actually, yeah, it's good. So if it's not a space, space will conserve the case, be it upper and lower. So if it's not a space, we want to change it. So it goes here, H. It's not a space, so it changes it. It will be not upper. So if it's not upper, then it will go lowercase. It goes here if it's a space, so it won't go here, and then it will remain lowercase after this one, right? So then the next one, which is not, yeah, it's a trick, but this should work. Although I would like a one-liner, and I will do a one-liner with reduce. because I'm crazy. Okay. But how? Basically, we need to keep track of this upper, and inside the reduce, we can get a single value from an array of something. So this should work. No? Oh, it's the other way around. So it should be false because first it will convert it to upper. Okay, so this should work. Again, no. This is a test. This is a test. So I guess I understood it wrong. The passed-in string will only consist of spaces. Spaces will only be present if there are multiple words. So are you telling me that always after the space is uppercase? Really? So then this method didn't work, which is, oh, well. I just thought that after the space, it will change the case, which is not the case. Okay. So I did all this for nothing. Go back. This is what happens if you don't understand correctly. So now we're going back to this, but instead of splitting by the letters, we're going to split by the words, and then we are going to map here. We're going to have words. We're going to see words that words that split. So we're splitting the words, and we are mapping to the map to weird. So we have a mapping inside the mapping, right? Because we're splitting here by the space, and then we're getting the words, and we want also the words to split them, do this weird thing, and then join them back in a string because it's an array, and then join them back inside the big string. So now this should work, which is a one-liner and should give us 3Q. Please submit. Don't tell me this doesn't give us 3Q. Have you? Yeah, look at that, 3Q. Haha, ranked up. Ranked up, which is nice. I just did a screenshot. Have you worked with Molecular.js? Not yet. No, I haven't heard about it either. Oh, finally, we got 3Q. It was a pain. But we did 200 katas. Whoa, that's big. Wow, share. I want to share on Twitter. Did it share? No. So yeah, apparently it doesn't work. I'll share it manually. I feel exhausted from workout. You did a real workout? Share this video as well. Yeah. Overall 3Q now. 2Q will be a lot of work. Look at that, we also got to almost 3%. That's neat. We will keep doing these, and we will rank up. Let's see. Someone else joined? Whoa, I think so. I think if people join, I get honor, which is nice. Honor. So join in the link, and I'll get honor. And I don't know what that works, what that does, but anyway. 1313. Hey, refresh. 1423. Haha, that's it. Awesome, yeah. 2 hours. It's been a long time. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed this CodeWars.js series. I'm going to do more in the future. Tomorrow I want to finish the projects on FreeCodeCamp, so we are done with those. And then we'll do whatever you want. We can do code wars, we can create projects, we can build websites, we can create applications, we can learn how to make money as a web developer. That will be tricky a bit, but whatever you want. Just let me know and it should be fun. No, I just got here and you're finishing. Okay, let's do one more for you. Something very simple. One-liner. Train. You only need one. Let's see. You will be given an array A and a value X. All you need to do is check whether the provided array contains the value. Array can contain number or strings. X can be either. Okay, so for you, I'm going to do this. If A includes our X. If that is the case, and we did it. Okay, yeah, you're right, very nice. Bio, I hope you're happy. That was a quick one, just for you. Should be proud. Reverse sequence. Okay, I'll do another one for you, a bonus one. But this get the number n to return the reverse sequence from n to 1. Okay, this is, I would say a 7q, but okay, so we have the number. What do we want to do? We want to start from 5 and get to 1. I want to do one-liner, so let's create a new array of length n, fill it with zeros, and then map it over. We get here the number but we don't care and the index. And we want to return n minus the index. Yay! Hola, amigo. Don't tell me you want one too. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here, let me break it down for those of you who don't know. So I'm creating a new array of length n. Then I'm filling in that array with zeros. So we get an array of zeros, and then I'm mapping over that array. We get for the mapping function, we get the value of the current index, the value at the current spot, and the index. We don't care about this, so I put the underscore. You will see this approach. So when you don't care about the first parameter of the function, you will put an underscore, and we need the index. And what we want is to return the index, but well, actually the end of the array. So we're using the array length, which is n, minus index. First index will be 0, so this will return 5, then index will be 1, this will return 4, and so on. And that's why this works. Okay, mine should be clever. Yeah, look at this. So something like this, but he used E. I just didn't use that. Okay, I would like to do 1,000 more, but I'm tired. Should go to sleep. Complete the method and takes a boolean, returns yes for true and no for false. Okay, let's do this. Thanks, I'll watch this whole video. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Return, bool, yes. These are so simple one-liners. If this is true, return this, otherwise return that. Alright, that's it. Okay, I'll stop now. If you want to see more, I will do one next week. Not sure when. I just want to finish the FreeCodeCamp projects and then we're free to do whatever we want. I will start to work on some personal project. I want to make a course somewhere in the future. So I'll start to think and work on that. And then, well, in the meantime, I'm going to do a lot of live streams. We're going to create videos in the live streams. Well, in the live streams, I want to make videos so I'll have content for long term, because apparently YouTube doesn't really recommend live streams. So I'll do live streams in which I'll do videos so you can be in the live stream, talk with me, and we can engage. But at the same time, I'm going to focus to create some standalone videos, which I'm going to crop out the live stream and post later. Where are you from? I'm from Romania. Please suggest the best JavaScript book. Really, I wish learn like and JavaScript course. For the book, I will suggest the Eloquent JavaScript. Search it on Google, or You Don't Know JavaScript. That is a little longer. I haven't read that, but I looked to Eloquent JavaScript. Okay, Joy. How about some JS topics series? You need to go more in depth on that. And sure, I can do whatever you want. Just let me know exactly what you want, you know. We can build projects on JS. We can learn the concepts, whatever. You are doing great work, man. Please keep it up. That's that's what I want, to keep it up. If you will watch my videos, I will keep it up. Otherwise, I need to find something else to do if people don't watch. So watch my videos if you want me to continue doing this. That's your way to support me, if you want. Okay, if you like this, give it a like, so tell YouTube this is good content. Yeah, games. I also want to do some games, like small games, Snake or 2048, or I don't know, tic-tac-toe and stuff like that. People will be engaged as well. Yeah, that's why I want to do live streams, and inside the live streams I can do videos, which then will be cropped out and be posted as standalone videos. Alright, good. Thank you people for watching. I will be live every day, at some point of the day. In the weekends I will be probably more live. Well, the time will be mine afternoon, which is this time. But in the, well, from Monday to Friday I will be live in the morning. Okay. Ankit, hey Florin, keep doing like this. Your videos will really help a lot of people. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. So it will help people. Alright people, I love you all. Thank you for watching. And see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do like 4 live streams. So be around if you want to see. Okay, a Q&A live stream. Let's do one next week. I don't know. Okay. Thank y'all. Take care. Bye.